I'm Felicia,
And I'm Ian.
and we are the Paranormal Lovers.
Hello, paranormal dudes, dudettes, and dudays. Welcome back to another episode of The Paranormal Lovers.
Hey guys.
Hey, guys.
Thanks for joining us back for another week, episode 86.
86.
86.
You've been 86.
Okay. If you would like, you can follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, as well as watching these videos on YouTube by searching for the Paranormal Lovers in the search bar. If you're a fan of uncovering historical events that certain folks would rather leave buried, come over to Rethinking Our History. This weekly podcast looks to peel back the layers of history and bring light to the parts that are purposely excluded from the history book.
That last one was crazy.
It was crazy. You
Molasses.
fucking molasses. I think about the horses. It kills me.
Or the little, mosquito and amber from Jurassic Park.
Mm-hmm. It can be found anywhere you find this show, including on YouTube. If you would like some merch, head over to theparanormallovers.threadless.com. We have several different collections for history or heritage months, but the summer collection will be leaving on October 1st. So get those designs before they are gone forever. I see little peas in the pod. Yeah, he's got some merch. We have, let's see, if you would like to be a regular supporter, we have a Patreon. We have one $5 tier where you get early access to unedited videos of both shows, as well as 2 stickers per month. One of those stickers will be a random merch sticker from our shop, and one will be handmade sticker by that guy. And again, once we reach 20 Patreons, we will be adding a new perk, family movie nights. Twice a month, we will sit down with your families and enjoy a movie together.
That'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait.
And finally, if you have a topic request, a personal story you would like read on an episode of Paranormal Personals, or if you just want to yell at us for our super liberal views, email us at theparanormallovers@yahoo.com. Also, thank you to whoever sent us a message through the little message feature on Spotify.
Heck yeah.
It was really cool reading that message, and it meant a lot. So y'all keep those coming.
For sure.
All right. What did you love about this week?
This week, loved the Sublime concert.
Fucking
That was amazing.
man.
Even though it was Sublime with Rom. Rom's
Yeah.
still an amazing dude.
Yeah.
He's kept that band going for
20 years almost.
Yeah.
20 years almost.
So it was amazing to hear Sublime live.
It was
Sublime
great
was
night.
one of my favorite bands when I was younger.
I think
but-
well, maybe not all, but a lot of Gen Xers and elder millennials, such as ourselves, were like, Sublime was just, I don't know, it was a staple of the 90s.
Yeah.
At least in my friend groups, it always was. The 90s, the early 2000s, the late 2000s,
Mm-hmm.
early 2010. Yeah, it's always been, I've always loved Sublime.
Me too.
So that was amazing.
Yeah. What did you love about this week, baby?
I love the fact that I'm getting my diagnosis here in a couple hours. So
Yeah.
I know a lot of people have been asking about that. I will update y'all on Instagram.
Right.
So y'all just look out for that. Y'all be on the lookout for that. Y'all should have already found that, actually. But I'm sitting here like, wait, this comes out in a few days. Yeah. So I'm excited about that. It's been a long time coming, and I am ready
for it.
Yeah. All right. So we don't have a promo this week. Sorry about that.
Sorry, guys.
It happens. But this week we're gonna be going kind of, I don't know, back to our roots a little.
Yeah.
Looking at some creatures, some cryptids.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. We're gonna head back to the 1900s, the 1970s to be exact.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go on down to Alabama.
Alabama.
This week we're gonna be looking at the Wolf Woman of Mobile and other legends
Wolf
of Bama.
Woman of Mobile.
Mm-hmm. So on April 8th, 1971, residents were sitting down with their coffee ready to crack open the fresh paper that had been delivered just that morning. However, this edition of the Press Register had a story in it that was not usual for this community. This morning, the paper was running a report of calls they had received into their office of a creature half wolf, half woman, that had been spotted all over the town.
Hmm.
Now, it should be noted that first reports of what would be known as the Wolf Woman of Mobile began coming in on April Fools. That said, it was reported that the register was receiving up to 50 calls a week claiming to people claiming to see this creature. According to reports, the creature had the bottom half of a wolf and top half of a woman and was, quote, pretty and hairy, end quote. Not pretty hairy, pretty and hairy. So that's, I'm like, oh, okay, so the rest of us have a chance. One kid claimed that his dad had been chased by the creature from a marsh all the way to their home. Even the police admitted they had been receiving calls about the creature. While they never officially commented on the reports, they did take time to investigate and try and figure out what exactly people were seeing. However, after a few days, the call stopped, and there has never been any known reports of the creature again.
Hmm.
hmm Are you looking at the weird, funky drawings of her?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of art out there
A
about the
lot of
wolf
art.
woman.
Yeah, they're weird. As for what people have seen, theories varied. One theory was that it was a young woman who had been raised by wolves and ran on all fours. I don't know why that one makes me chuckle, but it does.
Right.
Some people believed it was a flesh pedestrian
Mm.
or a werewolf during its first shift. There were rumors that she was even an escaped experiment where a scientist was trying to fuse animals and humans.
Oh, that's
So
weird.
some Island of Dr. Moreau shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but truth is, no one knows, and unless she decides to show herself again, we may never know.
Right.
And that there wasn't a lot on her.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, shit, that was only like 3 pages.
I like these original drawings
They're wild,
from
aren't they?
there's like a shirt with the newspaper article on it, and
I may have to find that shirt.
it's a
That's
little weird.
interesting. All right. The next creature that we're going to talk about from the wilds of Alabama is kind of another variation on a Sasquatch. This creature is known as White Thang, and no, not thing, Thang. White
White
Thang.
Fang,
White Thang.
like
hmm
White Fang, but White Fang.
Yeah. Or the B14 monster. Most people who have claimed to witness this creature agree that it is 7 to 9 feet tall and covered in white hair.
Ooh.
It is said to walk on 2 feet and run on four, and some have stated that it has red eyes. Where the descriptions vary is what it resembles. Some say it looks like a lion, others have claimed that it looks like a wolf. One person claimed that it looked like a kangaroo with a cat head on top.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting. I had to sit there and try and picture that one in my brain.
There's a picture of it right here.
Others have said that it is a shapeshifter that can change into any form.
Mm. Another flesh pedestrian, maybe.
hmm Most witnesses can also agree that it stinks like dead fish.
Huh.
It is also known to be much faster than it should be given its size.
Right.
Some people have claimed to hear it scream close to their home, describing the sound like that of a woman screaming at the top of her lungs. What
Hmm.
does that make you think of?
A fox.
Or a mountain lion?
Yeah.
Because I've always heard that a mountain lion and cougars sound like a woman being murdered.
Right.
So that's why I'm like, maybe I'll got some cougars and you just think it's a white thing, I guess.
There's pictures of the Hawk Tua mixed in with the white
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. There is indigenous lore about the creature as well. I
Yeah.
didn't go a lot into that, but
Hmm.
lore has begun to grow around this creature as some people see it as an omen of death. Several people claim to have witnessed the creature before or after a funeral, or even right after someone passes away.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Harvester of souls.
Mayhap. And for the last story from Bama, we're going to look at something that could be a creature or a spirit, most likely a ghost.
Yeah.
We're going to take a look at The Witch on Hines Road.
Witch on Hines Road.
Yeah. Allegedly, around 1920, there was a woman who lived on the road named Torbit. Rumor in town was that Torbit would kidnap children to bathe in their blood and to decorate her home with their bones. While many of the adults in the community were too scared to confront the quote unquote witch, in 1939 the mayor decided he had had enough. So he rounded up a posse and headed out to her property. When they got there, they claimed there was a pond full of blood, bones, random body parts, and whole bodies of children floating in it.
Oh, snap.
One brave soul decided to go in and check out a cave that was near the pond. Allegedly, when he went in, he started screaming. He came back out, but he never spoke a word again.
Oh.
They never said what was in the cave.
It's a Blair Witch type stuff.
Right? They made their way to the hut and say a young woman with long black hair and green eyes. Oh, and saw a woman with long black hair and green eyes standing in the house naked and covered in blood. They asked if she was Torbit. She confirmed she was, and they threw their torches into the shack, setting the whole place ablaze with Torbit inside. According to legend, the town could hear her laughing as she was burnt alive.
Oh, that's creepy.
Very creepy. Also, quit fucking burning witches, you assholes.
Right.
There are a few different versions of this story, including one that she had a 3-year-old son and they escaped the house to run into the woods on fire together. It's real fucked up if she had a kid.
Yeah, that's a little messed up.
Today, it is said that if you are walking down Hines Road alone at night, her ghost may run up to you and scream in your face that she sold her soul to the devil.
Oh, God.
Be like, well, bitch, what do you want me to do about it?
I don't know what you want me to do.
Like, what the fuck you want me to do? What the fuck you want me to do? They already burnt your bones. What am I supposed to do? Jesus.
I ain't got no salt.
Right?
What was it? Salt and fire?
Yep. Salt and burn the bones. You salt the bones and then you drench them in lighter fluid.
Yep.
And then you flick open your 50th Zippo for that season. Flick it and throw it in the grave.
Yeah.
I wonder how many Zippos they went through on that show.
I don't know.
The number of times Dean was like, psh.
I wonder how many times like it failed.
I know they went
Like-
through like, oh God, so many times I can imagine.
They're like, shit. It didn't
It's
light.
like, son of a bitch. I think I actually seen a blooper
Where he's
with
trying
that
to
one time where he was
light
like
it.
trying to light it and it wouldn't light, and he's just like, oh shit.
What do I do?
Yeah. Oh God, I love Supernatural so much.
Yeah, it's a great show.
I miss that show. So, well, that, friends, sorry it wasn't a super long one this week, but that was a few of the cryptids and ghosts that haunt the forest of Bama.
Alabama.
Bama. You'll have to tell Bama I did an episode about Bama,
I'll tell him. He'll probably watch it.
right? He works with a guy named Bama. He's a pretty cool guy. That's not his real name, but that's what people call him.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy.
Got Alabama tattoos all over him.
I'm such a Bama fan. Such a Bama fan. I'm honestly surprised people don't call your dad like 10 or something. Like, as much as he's a Tennessee fan.
Yeah. He
Lord
never
have
misses
mercy.
one.
Never misses a game. I tell you what, he will show up for his granddaughter. But if there's a Tennessee game on, he's going to do it with an earbud in one ear
Yep.
with his phone on in his pocket.
Yeah.
And you know what? As long as he's there,
Yeah.
he showed up.
For sure.
That's more than I can say for my dad. So,
Yeah.
all right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Sorry it wasn't super long. It's a shorty this week. But
The cave where the witch lives is pretty spooky looking.
they got a picture of it on there.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Yeah, I didn't go super duper deep into it. There's not a whole ton of stuff. Like, I did look at other websites, but it's
Yeah.
pretty much all the same stuff. That was pretty much all I could find on those legends. So
Yeah.
if you guys have any more information about it, if You've seen the Witch of Hines. Has she screamed in your face?
There's supposed to be a hellhound there too.
Have you smelled the white thing, which is probably a mountain lion? Just saying.
White thing.
You make my heart sing. Damn you. He thinks it's funny to mess with my Echo Leela or whatever it's called. Yeah, and yeah, if you've seen any of those things, you know anything about that in Bama, y'all send us an email.
Yeah.
Send us an
Send some
email.
pictures.
Yeah,
That'd be
that too.
cool.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye, guys.
Love you. Bye.
Love you guys.